you better pull a rabbit out of a hat if you want people to tune into this. You say you're not tuning into Rory. I'm a little bit excited about Rory. It's going to be a bunch of young, hot-blooded Italians in Rhode
Maybe.
Island.
I just okay, road. Okay. I mean, look, I mean,
Rory.
again, it's Salt Lake, right? We never thought that we would find a gem in Salt Lake. So maybe I will eat crow and these guys will be Salt Lake 2.0. And they found a friend group like Elisa Barlow that we will not believe. And maybe, you
I
know,
hope. I
I
hope.
hope. I hope.
But how to fix Roni? I don't know, but just shut up, Andy. Shut the fuck up and take your time. Stop trying. He's already like this and we're this. And I'm like, oh my God, are you gonna now give in to, a very good friend of mine? Do you know my friend Bethany Frankel? This Bethany Frankel, very good
Oh,
friend of
here
mine.
we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's talk about her too. Yeah.
Well, she said recently, now that Roni's over, she said, and I listen, I have a spirit animal named Bethany. I have a spirit. She was like, I'm home after the pandemic. I looked around. No, I don't live in the suburbs. I live in three places like she does. We're on parallel paths. And she's like, now that I live in Miami, well, I live in LA instead of Miami. She's like, I walk out the door and there are people. She's like, I don't mean friends. I mean, a social life, a social experience for me is like, I walk 3 blocks to the coffee shop and I ask for a coffee and I talk to the woman sitting there on her computer and I talk to the guy behind the counter. And then I go home. And I'm like, we are living parallel lives. This is my spirit animal. Yes, yes, Bethany, that is a social engagement for David Yontef too. And she's like, it started with the pandemic. The next thing I knew, I was inside for days on end. Even now in
Everybody
2025.
was.
No, but
Everybody was.
now,
But
today's
what happened to
society.
Paul? Didn't she just break up with Paul like a year ago or less than maybe?
Okay.
And she was, oh, I've
Anyway,
been so lonely. I've been lonely as can be here. Just not a soul around to comfort me for 6 years. Well, where's Paul?
listen,
Wasn't Paul on the scene for this?
not only that, but this whole thing where she's like, Bryn broke down crying to me and wanted to leave. That's where the story is. Someone out there should go look under that. We're just gonna move on. What was she crying to you about, girl? Was it about Jason? Did something happen with the dad? Like, what's going on? I want to know. Now, I'm not going to take time out of my precious
Well,
life
no,
here.
I don't. I
No,
don't care.
I
I couldn't
kind of
care
want to
less.
know.
I think
But
she's
for all
living
these
there for the
in,
taxes, and she didn't fit in Greenwich, and
oh God, she
that was
definitely
just
didn't
this.
fit in Greenwich. Other than the money, she didn't fit in Greenwich. They don't want no mouth on you in Greenwich.
There you go. Exactly. It's an old waspy town that they don't want reality television around. And,
God,
you know, none of those people want to be on television because they're big time in finance and Bitcoin and everything
and
else. They don't want
Diana
anybody
Ross,
knowing
Mary
their
Tyler
business.
Moore.
And, she just wanted to take a swipe at Paul because he's probably moving on and living his best life. And Bethany just needs to own it. She's a man eater and she loves to just follow trends on a whim.
I still don't give a fuck what she's. Oh, and then she also said, because we're on parallel lives. No, because we're on parallel lives. She's like, and I own an apartment in New York. I'm like, okay, same here. And she's like, now that I don't live in New York full time anymore, when I come here, it's like, wow, I have a whole new appreciation to New York because I know I'm not here for years. I'm like, uh-huh, girl. She's like, before every time I came here, it was just transactional. I'd have a place to stay. I would come in and I was like, yes. Anyway, my point was my friend Bethany just said they ruin Roni because they listen to the people. You try to please everyone, you please no one. I'm like, yes.
Okay, I
Here,
do agree with her. I like
right.
her
Here
hot.
behind this velvet rope at the Sarah Fraser show, Sarah, we don't try to please no one.
The most genius thing I think she ever did was the makeup reviews for like more mature skinned women on TikTok that she should have leaned into. And she should have done like Bethany's business boot camp and gone around to businesses and saved them via YouTube. If she's in fact a really good business person, I'm not sure. And like that would have been so good. Like because I agree with her. I think she's got a good eye. She's like you. You can look at somebody and see if they're going to be good on television. You're great at strategy, like how to play it if you're getting backlash, if you're doing this, if you're doing that. Like you're a genius at all that stuff. I think she is too. I think she's 100% right. They cast the Roni reboot based on
The
what
public.
they thought people wanted, right?
Hmm.
Diversity and lesbians and unique New York. And nobody cares.
Horrible.
Because what people say online and then what they do in real life, I think companies are beginning to realize this is 110% different. It's 110% different.
Again, if you don't like something, people don't like my podcast, your podcast, Roni, whatever you don't like, you turn it off. When you are so angry about what is happening on the podcast, on the show, you are not turning it off. You are angry because you want the story on the show or something to be different. And it's not. You know you're going to watch every episode. You know you're going to listen to every episode. That's when people are angry. It is a good thing. It is an
Yes,
impassioned
you have to
audience.
have
If you're
haters.
not if you don't hate it, you just turn it off. Anything you don't like in life, think about it right now. Think of all the shows you guys just don't want to watch. You're angry over the things that you know
I
you're going to watch.
literally
So,
just don't watch them. I actually
right,
I don't have the time to to hate watch. I
right.
actually don't. I've unfollowed Bethany. It's not because I don't disagree with some of her takes. I can't follow and get sucked into the bullshit of, oh, I've been so miserable by myself for 6 years and Bryn came to me crying. And because she wants people to basically be like, well, why did Bryn beg you? What, like, just like
Yeah.
what she knows exactly what she's doing. And I'm like, I cannot give this woman 2 seconds of my life. I'm not interested. Now, that said, Cody Brown and Sister Wives, and now this poly family of this closed quad. Am I on Reddit reading everything about their lives? Yeah, I find it fascinating. I do. I
You
do.
do.
I do. I do because I would never live like that. Like, I'm
Yes.
fascinated by people that I wouldn't,
Yes.
like, I would never. I have a weird enough time keeping one man, and then I'm also a huge flirt, but then I could never cheat on my husband. It's just like, it's so. But then I have cheated on boyfriend. Basically, cheated on every
To
boyfriend I had
me,
until I married my husband. I don't know. Anyway, so I just am fascinated by sex things because there's part of me that's voyeuristic, but then I couldn't do it anyhow.
my home run for reality TV is either semi-famous, like famous and quirky, Denise Richards show, really fucking filthy rich, like Bling Empire or some of the people on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, totally starving to death and trying to the air conditioner's falling out of the window with a popcorn ceiling, like the original Vanderpump. Or I also like, yes, communities or subsets that I don't know anything about, right? Like, I don't know anything about polygamy. So I agree. That's what drew me to Salt Lake in the beginning. Now, they're all batshit crazy, and that's why I've stayed. But, like,
Okay.
that's interesting. Like, I'm not a Mormon. I'm not from Utah. I will never be a Mormon. So that's
But then you're like,
interesting.
oh, this is interesting.
Yes.
They really will soak.
Yes.
They'll really do this thing where they just like some guy like puts his dick in you but doesn't move and they think that's not sex. Like you're like, okay,
Correct.
like let me watch that.
Correct.
Like how
That's
do you get away? Like that's like
right. Like
right?
I didn't have sex. He just put it in, but the bed didn't move. And I'm like, this is interesting. Who knew this even existed? Apparently it
Right.
does in the Mormon. So I like subsets where it's organic. So Andy Cohen can clap back. Andy Cohen can recast Roni. I'll watch one episode, maybe two, and then I'm out. Like, you better fuck, you're gonna do this. I mean, ugh, I don't want it that